Okay, here we have a 2000 Chevy Tracker. I figured I'd make this video. I've never done one before, but I figured I'd make it because I could not find one on how the best way to do the fuel pump on a 2000, which was a 99 to 2004 Chevy Tracker. Instead of going down right here, taking that off, dropping the tank. Got to be careful with all the wires and hoses going to not mess nothing up, then having to put it back up. What I did, came into the back, pull the seats down, lift the flap up. I just finished it. Here's the tools I had. I went to Walmart, $10, bought me some metal cutters. Figured that'd be the easiest way instead of sparking around the tank. I started over here because I wasn't sure how far I needed to go. I saw this by looking underneath, but I wasn't sure how far it came over, but it was in the middle. It's really only about a 6-inch gap, but I cut the hole. It's real thin metal to cut, real easy to cut. I really just took a hammer with a flathead screwdriver, started pounding this little plastic stuff that's on top of the sheet metal. It came off, and while I was chipping it away, the screwdriver went into the middle, so I tapped it some more till it got a hole big enough to pry in it, pried it up and over. Then I started cutting with the metal cutters, cut up to this edge right here, from edge to edge, because there's another layer of metal under that, and you can kind of see it because this is one layer, second layer. This layer isn't there between here and here, but you'll see this metal right here. You can see it, and this is what you're cutting away. And really you only need to start from here. My mistake. From here, and you see this cross member to here. Cut it out. I really took a pair of pliers when I got it cut and just started grabbing it and rolling it and tore it instead of cutting it. It's a lot easier. I think it took me maybe an hour to do that, but in my mindset, I don't even think it took an hour. That hour of cutting makes up for dropping the tank and putting the tank back up, especially if you're by yourself. Wouldn't have much gas in it, maybe a couple gallons in here, but when you roll it back, here's the fuel pump. Makes everything much easier. All the screws are easy to get to. The only thing I had to do was cut a little bit of that second layer sheet metal back as far as I could, and then rolled it back so you could get to this one screw that holds it in right here. That one, without rolling this back, is a little bit difficult to get to, but man, I tell you, 6 screws from right here, so much easier. Can do it sitting down right here on the edge of the truck. Pull it out, swap the pump out, put it back in, screw it back down, good to go. That's all it is to it. Nothing else is in the way. So much easier than dropping the tank. Hope this helps somebody. Have a good one.